Welcome back to another SketchUp for Schools tutorial, and today we're going to be continuing with our pegboard toy by creating a toy mallet. For our toy mallet, we're going to be creating two additional parts, and that will be the mallet head along with the mallet handle. We're going to be using our pre-existing pegboard toy file here, so we're going to simply go ahead and go to a front view, and then we can go ahead and use our hand tool to go ahead and drag this over a little bit. Now that we have a little bit of room to work, we're ready to go and create the mallet head. In order to create the mallet head, we're going to be starting with creating a rectangle. So once you have your rectangle tool, go ahead and find a place on the red axis, click once, and you're going to drag out. Now we can go and give this some dimensions of 0.875 by 3 inches. Now you should have a general rectangle that we're ready to go ahead and use, and we're going to be using the Follow Me tool in order to rotate this around. But before we do that, let's add a couple little bevels here to make it look a little bit more appealing. Now in order to do this, we're going to need to add some construction lines to work off of. So we're going to use the tape measure for this. Once you grab the tape measure tool, we're going to go up to the top and you're going to find your midpoint. Go ahead and click once and drag that line down right on the blue axis and go ahead and type 0.5 inches. We're going to do the same thing from the bottom. Find your midpoint, go up 0.5 inches and select enter. The last construction line we're going to create is going to again be from that midpoint, and we're going to go down on the blue axis and it's going to be set to 1.5 inches. Now that you have all three construction lines, we're ready to go and create the bevels on the top and bottom. Go over to your toolbar and you're going to want to select the circle tool. From the circle tool, you're going to want to find where it says intersection between that right edge and our construction line. Go ahead and click once and drag that circle out. We're going to go ahead and give our circle a radius of 0.25. Go ahead again, do that at the bottom, 0.25, and select enter. Now that we have our bevel set, we're going to go and select our eraser tool, and we're going to erase a few of these lines. Go ahead and delete the outside of your circle. Once you delete the outside of the circle, the next is going to be to go ahead and delete the inside as well. That will create these little grooves that when we use the Follow Me tool, it will rotate around that shape. Now we're going to go and take a look at an isometric view here. And once we have that isometric view, we're ready to go and add our circle to the bottom or our pathway for our head to go and rotate around. We're going to choose our circle tool again, and we're going to go right down to that axis. Make sure you are on the blue axis, and if you are not, you can use your arrow keys to cycle through until you see the blue circle. Once you have the blue circle, click once, and you're going to drag your circle out until it reaches the end point of the mallet head. Go ahead and select enter or click to lock that into place. Now the next step of this is we're going to go ahead and grab our eraser tool one more time, and we're going to go ahead and erase the center. If it will not allow you to erase the center, go ahead and use your selection tool and click once until you get the checkered lines. Go ahead and hit delete, and we want to make sure that we still have this blue outside perimeter. Now that we have that, we can go and find our Follow Me tool. And we're going to want to go ahead and click once on the mallet head and move your mouse all the way around the circle until you get back to the end point. Once you get back to the end point, go ahead and click and make sure that you have a seamless mallet head. Now that we have the mallet head, the next step is to create the actual handle. So before going and creating the handle, we're going to go and select that selection tool again. We're going to go ahead and click on that top construction line and delete. And we'll do the same at the bottom. Now we're going to go ahead and just leave that middle construction line visible. Now that we have that middle line visible, we're ready to go ahead and create the actual circle. We're going to go and take a look at our isometric view here, and we're going to go ahead and create a circle right on that construction line. Now what we're going to want to make sure is that you get that right where it says online, but you're going to need to use your right arrow key to move that over to the red axis. Now that it's on the red axis, go ahead and click once and drag that circle out. Let's go ahead and give this a radius of 0.4 inches, and we can go and hit enter. Now that we have that, we're ready to go and use our push-pull, and we're going to select the center of that circle, and we're going to pull that out an additional 8 inches. Now that we're ready to go to our front view, we can go back to the hand tool, slide that over, and we're ready to insert the handle into the mallet head. In order to do this, we're going to use the selection tool and we're going to go ahead and triple click right on that mallet handle. Go ahead and find your move tool, select one time and follow that dotted line until you get the handle inserted into the mallet head. Now that we have that inserted in, we have two parts. We're ready to go and get rid of that construction line. We can do that by using the selection tool. Click on that line and hit delete. Now we're ready to go ahead and add a little bit of color. Go ahead and select your paint bucket. Let's go ahead and give the handle the same color as our pegboard toy. Now that we have that selected, the last thing we want to do is go and change the color to the mallet head. I'm going to go and double click on that, make sure it highlights. And once it does, select one of your metal colors or any color that you would like and make sure that all parts of the mallet head are colored in. Now you've created your mallet head as well as a handle to go with your pegboard toy.